Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be comparing the Asics Novablast to the Asics Evoride. What's up everyone and welcome back to Fordy Runs. Now if this is your first time at Fordy Runs, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things down there. Right, like I said, this week I wanted to test or do a head-to-head the Asics Novablast and the Asics Evoride. It's about time we put these two together, so let's get stuck in. Right guys, so first up we're going to talk about the Asics Novablast. This shoe has got a stack height of 31mm, believe it or not. It's a massive stack height at the back. The shoe itself's got a 10mm drop, so heel to toe's got a 10mm drop. You've got the Flight Foam Blast as the midsole. This is the new Flight Foam Blast from Asics. Shoes weighing in just over 10 ounces. This is a UK 9.5, and I would say they fit well, maybe for me a little pinch bigger than I was expecting, but that's not a problem, especially this time of year when your feet expand a bit more. And the shoe's got this jacquard mesh upper on it, which is great. The shoe itself has got sort of Asics traditional-ish kind of heel areas, a decent amount of padding in there, but actually not too much. They did reduce some of the weight by carving some of it off, so it's not like a Nimbus. It's got a traditional tongue. And the overall feel of it is more like a traditional Asics shoe. Right, Evoride. So the Evoride, which actually couldn't be more different in the respects that this bad boy's only got a 5mm drop on the shoe, and it's weighing in 8.8 ounces. It also has a mesh upper on the shoe. This has the Flight Foam Propel foam midsole. Big tongue twister, and also this gets the guide sole technology, which is a one-piece midsole with full ground contact, which gives the shoe apparently a super smooth heel-to-toe transition. This shoe versus this shoe, in some respects you couldn't get further away from each other, but they're like cousins, I would say. Actually, that's a good point. Let's just turn these around, because actually you can see the stack heights comparison, right? See that? It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite noticeable. And with the two different drops as well, like 10mm, which is like one end of the spectrum, and like 5mm, more towards the other end of the spectrum. Again, different sort of things, but similar sort of feels in some respects. Firstly, let's talk about the Flight Foam Blast. Now, this midsole for me is way too soft and way too, just way too soft. If you know me by now and the way I run, which is very bad, I do collapse when I get fatigued, and I pronate when I get tired, or if I'm just starting out in a run, I tend to pronate a little bit. I get quite lazy, and it's not until I get into my run that I improve my running style and all that sort of stuff. And where I use these shoes, which are daily training shoes, I have found that if I use this shoe too much, I start to get a little pain on the inside of my shin, and I think it's where I'm collapsing in on them. So I've reluctantly done less miles in this shoe, even though it is comfortable, and apart from the fact it looks awesome, I have shied away from it because I just get that sort of, it's not pain, but that sort of niggle on the inside. And I know what it is. I say it's my bad running form. And this is the thing, right guys, it's so important to get your gait analysed and checked properly, and make sure you are getting the right shoes. I know that I am a neutral runner when I'm running normally, but when I'm lazy or I'm fatigued or I'm tired, I do tend to pronate a bit. Now I know that, and I try and hunt out shoes that suit me. This shoe though doesn't really suit me, and that's the annoying thing about it, but it may do you really well. But the Flight Foam Blast is soft, and you do get a bit unstable in it. I did find as well when I picked up the pace in these shoes, again, I became unstable, and I felt like I was collapsing on it, especially if you was making, not sharp movements, but you know when you're down like, well, I'm down the rivers, but if you've got to get out of the way of a cyclist or something like that, you can just feel yourself collapsing, or like you're turning into a road, and you can just feel the inside just come in a bit. And again, bad running form, but I would just be very conscious of it. If you've not got the best running style, or you know, something like that, or you do tend to pronate a little bit when you get tired, just make sure that you check this shoe properly before you get it. it is a good shoe. There's no denying that. I do, you know, think for a shoe with this much stack height and this much foam to come in at about 10 ounces, they've done really well with it. It's got a nice feel about it. You do get a cushioned yet responsive-ish ride. I wouldn't say it's like a React foam, but it's along those sort of lines. So it is kind of cushioned. It does look after you. It does protect you when you're out there and you go onto those sort of longer-ish runs. It does give you that sort of nice feeling, but you are able also to pick it up because it is a little bit lighter and it does sort of kick on a bit. So that's the sort of ins and outs of the Novablast and what I found. Now with this shoe, the Evoride, which has tended to suit me more because of the, and I wouldn't say it's the less stack height, because the Glide Ride, which has about, I think, I may be wrong, is about 30 mil stack height. So again, quite a high stack height. I really love that shoe. If you're new to the channel, I love the Glide Ride, and I use that pretty much on most of my long runs now. And I might even do a comparison video of these two actually. So it's not necessarily the stack height, it's more about the foam. So this has got the flight foam in it, and you've got a 5 mil drop in it. And what I love about this shoe is with the guide sole technology, it just seems to help you along really nicely as you're going along, and you get a nice heel to toe transition from the shoe, where here you're sort of hitting, collapsing and going. Maybe it's a bit strong, but this you're sort of rolling through it, which I prefer. The other thing I love about this shoe is the fact that you can use this shoe through all your different paces. So for me, as a daily trainer, which I count both of these as, I can go out and do, you know, 10 miles easy. I can go out and do 10k fast. You know, I wore these this morning on a 10k at goal marathon pace, and I was just chucking along and it felt great. This shoe can do it all. It's lightweight, 8.8 ounces, it's breathable, and as I say, I just love the fact that you get that nice transition. So if I had to pick between the two, I would pick this every day of the week. For me, it just does everything that I want it to do out of a daily trainer. For me, this just has too much at the back here, too much of the flight foam is collapsing on me. But again, that may be down to me and maybe my sort of bad running style. But I think they're both worth checking, because I think they both have an equal place in this world. And as I say, they're cousins. They are both very good shoes, but I would just bear in mind that this is very soft and this has a very low drop on it. So definitely make sure you get yourself fit, check them out and go from there. So there you go, guys. Out of the two, I would go for the Evoride, but I think both of them offer something different.